Hi, Vivi. We're
Hi,
just,
Luisa.
um, yeah. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. I'm just enjoying the space. I have a candle. I'm just observing it and I feel good. Drinking some coconut water. It's so good. The cold in my throat.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
How are
So
you?
I'm good also.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did a lot of things today and walked a lot in a park
Mm-hmm.
and did some things like tomorrow is the birthday of my dad, so
Okay.
I bought him some presents. Yeah,
Nice.
and it's
Ah,
Children's Day also. I don't know if there is also Children's Day. No,
I don't know. What does that mean? Children's Day.
it's a day where we usually buy presents to
Ah,
children.
I
And I have a
see.
child. I have an 8-year-old child.
Wow.
So yeah, I bought her to that. Not today, yeah. Tomorrow. It's the day. Yeah, the
Ah,
holiday. It's like a holiday. Yeah.
beautiful, beautiful. So you have a big celebration day tomorrow, getting together and
Yeah,
with your
yeah, we
father.
do. Yeah, we do. So how are you? I saw
Hmm.
I saw some videos of you when you were truly inspiration.
Oh,
Yeah.
beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, it's like the more um the more you share your authentic self, the more it kind of just it I feel like it resonates more, or it kind of it spreads out more. I feel like it's more powerful when you really connect with who you are, and then you share, and then it just kind of, I don't know. Do you also feel like that? Like
Right.
the more authentic you are, the more it kind of reaches out to people. It's
Oh
really
yeah,
beautiful.
yeah. I have a little I'm not like sharing too much, but
Hmm.
yeah, I feel when I am more less as a critic of myself, like
Yeah.
oh, because I'm like um tricky with my image, like
Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah. Thinking about what other people like, that's the thing maybe that I'm referring to, like not this constant worry about what people think of what I am
Yeah,
sharing.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
it makes you able to share more freely and more, from, yeah, just naturally, more easily, kind of, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
beautiful. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's beautiful.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I wish I was more like less creaky with myself and more like free,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that expression.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because I received some messages and then I write something and sometimes I don't share and well, it's the moment. I think it's yeah, yeah.
So what is holding you back, you think, from sharing, you say?
Yeah, just my like shyness and like what people will think about. I'm like very harsh on myself.
I see, I see.
Yeah.
But I also think like you're also following Camila, right? Camila, I think I'm
Yeah.
saying her name
Yeah.
right. Yeah,
Camila.
she talks a bit about language and how it kind of limits our way of expressing ourselves. I can also um, I relate to that a lot. Like this, the form that you choose to express yourself can often feel limiting. So you kind of, I don't know. You have to also. I feel like I have. Um, I'm discovering ways to express myself in a way that I don't feel so limited. Or, like, for instance, writing doesn't come as naturally to me to write words as to just
Oh,
speak
okay.
freely and just to film. And, You know, I feel like I can be more myself in that form of expression. So it's like finding a way to express and share where it doesn't feel like, oh, but that's not what I meant, but that's not, you know, but this, it's not quite right. And no, that's not what I mean. And well, how to say this or how to express this.
Yeah. There are a lot of ways of expressing. And we can travel in that that wave of expression. It's not the only way to express on a video.
Exactly.
I like to draw also and write. I think writing, I'm better. Sometimes when I do an interview, I write and then I say, you know what?
Wow.
Yeah.
In the moment, before talking, you write it down and then you talk?
No, I write it down. Oh, I want to talk in the interview.
I see.
And then in the interview, I read, you know?
Yeah, I see.
Yeah. It's not the expression like the free expression, but it's what sometimes I do. Sometimes I do. Yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah, I saw you were, I mean, you're posting a lot of beautiful, interesting illustrations on Instagram. I have to, like, there was so much, but I want to go deeper into it because it's there's it's so unique. Like I can feel you through the illustrations a lot. Like it's not, you know, copying someone else, or, you know, it's feels very authentic to me. So it was a pleasure to look through. I was like quickly just wow. So many styles and so many different images.
Thank you. So you are in this journey 1 year from now or more?
Yeah, well, yes, I discovered this. You mean the breatharian path, the pranic path? Yeah, I discovered it last year by just kind of blabbing it out to my partner. I was watching a yoga master on YouTube just around, you know, conscious eating and just healthy living, and she was mentioning that, yeah, you know, we actually only need like 2 hours of sleep if we are very at peace in our mind. It's like more an emotional need than a physical need to sleep. I was like, interesting. And then I shared that with my partner. And then I also said, like, yeah, do you know, some people don't even need to eat or drink. And I just got this memory from long back in my back in the day when my mom, she told me about a breatharian couple she knew, and it was just a glimpse of memory, and it just came to me at that moment when I was talking about the no sleep or very little sleep. So then I went home and I was like, whoa, I have to look into this. And that was last year. I think I found the breatharian world on YouTube very quickly. I was watching interviews from them. And Sophia Wapiti Ra, her interview, really, like, wow, that was just so fascinating to me. She's a breatharian. She doesn't eat or drink at all, I think. Not at all. I was like, wow, it just opens your mind to like, wow, how can this be real when I've, you know, my mind is like, this does not fit into any of, you know, like I was kind of prepared for that information. I've been deprogramming myself a lot up until that point, so it wasn't like a shock. It wasn't like, whoa, wait. But like it does really start start a lot of questions in your mind. Like it just keeps going with like it's like a big door to a lot of new.
You didn't do any process?
No, I didn't. I did like a few weeks of just being curious about this and trying to understand. And then I went to experience it myself. Like I decided to, like, wow, okay, I want to really feel this. Like, how does it feel to not eat? And I also naturally was like, I thought chewing was felt strange and heavy, and so I naturally kind of was drawn to like, let me experience this, like no food. And but I did drink a few juices and so on. But it was so like it was just so transformative, you know, the like, wow, it's possible to feel good in this body. That was the most like wow moment for me. Like, wow, now I, you know, I understand what health feels
See what
like.
I am. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, very nice. Very
How about
nice.
you? How long have you been aware of this concept?
Oh, I started seeing Jerome on the
Mm-hmm.
Pranic Festival, you know,
Yeah.
and I saw him, and I thought to myself, I need to find this coach. He's a coach, this Pranic coach.
Mm-hmm.
So it was June, last year, June. So I found him and went and did some consultations with him,
I
and
see.
he introduced me to the pranic family
Mm-hmm.
some months, and I started just when I saw Jerome. I was doing a water fast 1 time a week, like not in that year, but I did in the past a lot
I
of
see.
water fasting.
Wow. Okay.
And yeah, and I was into yoga also. I have
Mm-hmm.
a 20 years practice of yoga.
Wow.
So it's a subject that really I really like it to do it when I was younger, but my mother didn't let me go to the retreat when I was very young, you know, like I think 17 years old, and she didn't let me go, and I forgot a little bit about it, and she saw me reading the book, you know, the book, the Jasmine book, and she took
Ah.
this book and throw it in the
Wow.
garbage.
Wow. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Scary
So
concept.
yeah, and she didn't. She has her beliefs. She didn't want me to be like that kind of life, and that's okay. It's her beliefs. I forgive her. I don't have nothing to do. I'm just talking because you asked.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I started dry fasting uh some days a week, and I saw like, wow, I can do that, and I started dry fasting every week, Mondays on to Sunday to Monday, and slowly I would see it that I could go more, so I
Mm-hmm.
went more days. And with Pranic family, I did the 3.5 days. Like I did, I think 6 times, maybe, from the year that passed to this year.
Mm-hmm.
3.5 days dry with Pranic family,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a very a great practice because we can reprogram ourselves easily, you know, when you do 3.5 days, because it's the time that the water can be rebirth of the water in your body, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So to reprogram yourself and to like it's easier because the water goes, And after 3.5 days, you started drinking again, and you feel like a baby, you know, like a baby being reborn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow, interesting. You say, okay, so it's like a powerful way to reprogram yourself is by dry fasting, because I bet you're also familiar with all the research that has been done on water and how it holds memory and stores information.
Yes.
So that's interesting. So you're not you're maybe not consuming program through other water, you know, like tap water or coconut water or any kind of liquid that has information and program. So by not by limiting that external program that you're taking in, you have a chance to actually work on the water that is in your body, and do more effective programming with the water that is in your body at that moment, instead of taking in new water and disrupting that kind of that programming that you can do then. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's clear.
Yeah.
It's clear. Yeah, it's because it's an exchange of energy. Everything is exchange of energy. So food and water and juices are exchanging the energy. So you're putting your attention on that, you know? And when you stop, you put the attention on yourself. Of course, you can put the attention whenever you want, like in the internet or in your cell phone, but it's different because you can observe more, I think. But it, of course, it depends of the intention, and I think it's very, very important to have an intention, a purpose for that. Yeah.
Do you prepare yourself then mentally? Like, do you have any kind of do you set an intention before you do dry fasting? Like certain things you want to look at or to
yes. Sometimes
change?
yes. Like changing the how can I say it? The food habits, like changing my food habits, changing my to reprogram some habits, you know, like some vicious habits or vicious mind games, you know, like we all have some mind games that we want to erase. And dry fasting is easier to erase some habits, you know. Like
to reset yourself, kind of.
To reset yourself.
And from there you can easier integrate new habits or new ways of traveling.
New ways of thinking. So you can say to yourself, like, I'm gonna from now on, I'm gonna see this as like poison, you know?
Like a what?
Or
sorry?
Like what food you want to break, you don't want to eat anymore, like breads. I can see the bread like a not food for me, you know, like food for cats, not for me, you know. It's not for me, this is not for me. And you can see the bread as it's not for you, you know, it's food, this food is not for, but of course you have to realize that it's not for you first in this place. I'm not saying that you have to stop eating bread, you know, like I didn't stop eating bread till now, but I want to. Sometimes it's easier and sometimes a little difficult because of social situations.
Yeah.
But you can program yourself, like establish a decision and say it to yourself. I am eating for in occasions that only on social situations, or I will eat only for when I really am hungry, you know, when I really want to eat.
Yeah.
Or establish, like, for yourself, like, from today on I will have perfect digestion, and your mind will receive, you know, this, because you have to program yourself daily, yeah, constantly, to reach the point that you have the perfect digestion, no matter what you eat. Of course, it has limits. Of course, it has. Yeah.
No,
Sorry,
it makes perfect sense to me now, because, you know, because it's more the programming is more concentrated. It's more focused, because there's not other program that is making noise, you know, like everything that we consume is kind of noise. It's because it all has information, all has programming. And if you're going to program yourself, you're going to have a harder time doing that, maybe, if you're consuming a lot of other kinds of programs that are like, so everybody's shouting, you know, everybody's talking like, hey, 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 instead of, you know, it's going to be like a quiet space for your programming. Like, there's not going to be other programs interrupting the, you know, so that makes sense. Interesting.
Yeah.
Cool. Now I actually, now I get excited to try it. But
because you were water fasting and juice fasting, you didn't dry fast?
I haven't actually done water fasting either. I have always, I did it once, one day, but I was just not up for it. I was very against it, and I felt shaky and hungry, and so, you know, I kind of understood there that I cannot force anything on this path. I cannot decide, like, or for me at least, it doesn't feel right to go, like, it has to feel right at the time for me.
Of course, you have to
be
listen
ready
to
for
your
it.
body.
Yeah,
very
exactly.
Yeah.
So but I can feel I'm more and more drawn to now experience this quiet, like complete silence. But it also, I think, for you don't just carry on with your daily things when you're dry fasting, right? You kind of you give yourself that space and quiet also in your activities, or do you how does your day look like when you're dry fasting?
Oh, I do the same things.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
the
Okay.
same things. Yeah, I
Okay.
have a pretty flexible routine, you know. But I do the same things. I of course, I think that it's better when we have habits of cultivating energy, and like yoga, or some habits of cultivating the energy. I'm doing now the microcosmic orbit, you know. So I really appreciate that, and I'm feeling very much in peace and balance with myself when I do this practice, you know.
What is
It's,
that?
of
Can
course.
you share about that?
Oh, you don't know? Oh,
No.
I share later. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Microcosmic
will share
orbit.
with you a audio.
Okay.
But of course, for whatever, I don't know if we're going to record. Yeah, it's
I did
recording.
record, yeah, just in case we want to share it.
Yeah, in case we want to share it. I think it's better for people to just search in the internet, and because it has some points, some chakra points that you just observe. Like, you just observe some points and be still in observing. And this has to do with the energy. So you observe the energy. And it's very important to be slow, because slow it's the process of observing with peace. And then you like do a cycle with this energy in your whole body with the breathing. Yeah.
Wow.
So
So
yeah,
you're moving the energy between the chakras or the points of,
yeah,
like connecting those energy points.
yeah, yeah. And where the attention goes, like Jerome and Eliton says, where the attention goes, the energy goes.
Yeah.
So you are cultivating your energy, like being more mindful with your energy. More awareness with your energy. Yeah. So that's what I'm doing.
Wow.
And I'm doing in my daily habits. Yeah, it's that, and like Nadi Shodhana, breathing through alternate nostrils, and that calms me down a lot also.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I walk a lot. Like I walk a lot in the days, like 8 kilometers per day, or a little less, or a little more. I really like to walk.
Yeah. Beautiful. Interesting that you say this with where your attention goes, your energy goes. Because I think now that if you
Eliton says that.
Yeah, it makes so much sense, because if you're always focused with your attention outwards, you might feel depleted in your own energy, perhaps. So that's why meditation is so key, right? And this body work is so key, like exercise, stretching, meditation, everything that, and just being mindful in everything you do, like this awareness of your body, right? So this awareness of your body brings energy to the body. So if you're not aware of your body or yourself, your energy is just going out, and you're feeling malnourished, right? Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, the focus. It's the focus that you said in your last video. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Always learning on this.
Yeah,
There's
me
so
too.
much. It's beautiful. Wow.
Yeah.
But it's amazing that you discovered it so young. You said 17 years old. Like, how did you find Jasmuheen's book? I wanted to get back to that. I was curious.
Oh, I had a friend that was a yogi practice also, like me, because I started yoga 16 years age. And and this person said to me, oh, you want to like try it? And yeah, and he really knew someone that did this kind of living, the pranic living, and he wanted to introduce me, but it didn't got it wasn't possible to reach him.
So
because these persons in that phase, in that moment, in that time, they didn't want to share. Yeah, because it was something really difficult to share. Today we have more people in this.
I
20 years ago, 20 years ago, it wasn't
even just a few years, right? Even just a few years, a lot has happened, I think. I feel like we just all of a sudden went into like a short time where we're just very ready for this this information or this knowledge, this wisdom, this remembering.
Yeah, but it wasn't my time either that time. I had to live more and do more things and knew more people to like reach some kind of situation to find, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and to really want it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
also. And to
Yeah.
really believe that I could do it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Now Zoom says your free meeting will end in 10 minutes. Upgrade?
Oh,
No.
why is that?
I have to pay for it to be. Oh, no.
Oh, maybe we
Wow.
stop and do
And
another recording. Yeah.
yeah. That, I guess that's what we should be doing. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see if I can get out of this. Yeah.
But we can do the 9 minutes.
Yeah,
No?
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And
Yeah,
then
because we have 9 minutes.
we just
Yeah.
do another call.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or we can end it there if you want.
Yeah.
But yeah,
How is your day? Do you have more time, or are you like a little wanting to shut down? I don't know.
no, I
How
feel
is it for you?
I feel we're in a good flow. So and
Yeah,
I have
me
all the
too.
time.
Okay,
Hmm.
me too. So we can talk more. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, yeah. You were saying, what were you? You're saying you needed to experience more. You weren't ready for it didn't feel right to you at that age, in that time of your life to
no, for me, I
dive
wanted to
in.
go. Yeah,
Okay.
but it wasn't the time because universe knows what's good for us.
Mm-hmm,
That's
mm-hmm.
something that I learned also. Um, with life and with Jerome also, because Jerome is something very light, and yeah, always well, always good, and always for our greatest good. Yeah. And that time wasn't my time. Yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I had to had a child. Yeah. I had to had a child.
Yeah. So interesting, this soul program that we're on, right? Like something bigger is seems to be directing our lives, right? Like seems like we have made some kind of decision of experiencing a certain path, or it's funny to think about this, the free will versus the soul guiding and directing.
Yeah, and people just project uh, what it's made to be, what it's in our hearts. Yeah, what our hearts really want.
Mm.
So yeah, we just go where the flow. Yeah, the
Mm-hmm,
flow
mm-hmm.
is.
Yeah.
That's very nice.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, yeah. So yeah, that time wasn't my time. That's okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not
Mm-hmm.
like arguing with the universe.
No, exactly. And all this experience that you have is just deepening your understanding of this way of living, right? So it's all just perfect for
Yeah,
you and perfect for me.
yeah,
you know.
that's nice. Yeah.
But where are you at with like how is your daily consumption? Are you only on juices mostly, or are you only on? It's always
Oh no, no,
no.
not yet.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm 1 year and some months. I don't know how many months in this path, and um, I started dry fasting 1 time a week.
Mm-hmm.
So I was experimenting dry fast 1 time a week, and the first day was like, oh my God, I did 1 day dry, like I'm
Yeah.
gonna die.
Yeah.
But I didn't die, and
Yeah.
of course nobody dies 1 day dry. And like 3.5 days dry, I like I lose it a lot of pounds. My first one,
Mm. Mm.
I am like 56 kilos, and I went to 49 kilos, so a lot of pounds. I was very like, and the first time I did it, I binged a lot, and yeah, and I went to 1 year binging a lot, and there was a time that I realized that I needed to do something with this addiction, you know, like to do something that was a little more radical, like going 3 days a week dry. So I did it 3 days a week dry during 4 months.
Wow.
And that breaked some addictions, you know.
Wow. Every week you did 3 days?
Yeah, every week, 3 days during 4 months. And I stopped it because I realized I could go in liquids. I could go in liquids the days I was going in dry. Now I could go in liquids, you know. So now sometimes, of course, I eat more than I want, and of course I'm not good with that, but it's very less than it was before, you know. So now I am doing 1 to 3 days a week, depending the week, dry, and the other days mostly on liquids, and some days like 2 days, 3 days a week I eat with family, you know. I would eat something with family and social situations, and that's okay. I enjoy eating with family, like eating more light foods like salads, fruits, and sometimes like not too light foods, but I'm transitioning to a more lighter food intake. Yeah, diet. Yeah, like more raw and more fruit diet.
Yeah.
And I realized that I feel great dry fasting, and I feel great juicing and in liquids, not much in the when I eat solids. Yeah, so eventually I will let go the solids. I feel that it's something that resonates with me.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it because you feel a lot of consequences of eating solid foods, or
yeah, I don't feel good in eating solid foods.
Yeah, even if it's raw.
I feel heavier. Yeah.
Even if it's raw food.
Raw, not much, but
no.
It's not the same as dry fasting, you know. It's not the same as liquid fasting.
Yeah.
It's different. Yeah. It's very different.
Yeah. Exactly.
I can feel it. Yeah. You too? You can feel it?
Yeah, I can. When I'm physical, when I'm in touch with my body, I can feel it. So, you know, I can feel the difference if I'm stretching on days where I'm not taking any foods and very little juice. Not too much juice, because juice is also, the sugar in juice is also like, I can feel it. It's like my joints, they start to get stiff. I can feel like the blockage in my body, like inflammation, I think, but I'm not sure how to call it. But something is off with taking in food for me. So I really, but it's also maybe just in my mind, you know, like my mind is rejecting it, and that
we
way
have less than 1 minute. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I see. All right. How can you see that?
It's here.
I'm a
It's
bit
here.
lost.
It's
okay.
up the meeting.
Oh, really? I don't see it.
Oh, you
but
don't
okay.
see it?
Can you maybe, well, I can also, I'm not very familiar with Zoom. This is my first time using Zoom as.
Oh yeah, wow.
So,
How do you record?